Let's do Coop's Corner. Let's go into Coop's Corner.
Let's do it.
Okay, I mean, because this is not hip hop related, so we're gonna be all over the place. You know, I saw a lot of people when OJ Simpson died, say a lot of incendiary things about the man. But there's something about the man that I think people are missing, and that he's the godfather essentially of social media. Okay, before OJ Simpson, you really didn't know what was going on behind the scenes in the life of a star. Like, nobody knew that David Ruffin was slapping broads up and like doing a quarter key a day. Nobody knew Miles Davis was beating his wife with the trumpet at night after the shows. And so OJ Simpson and what happened to OJ, and I say this because the media did it intentionally, because at one point he was the most popular black man in America, and it was definitely a concerted effort by the media to tear him down. A whole network now exists because of the OJ trial. That's Court TV. But before OJ and the OJ trial, we didn't know what our stars did behind the scenes. And so when you look at social media today and how invasive it is and how much a part of our lives it is, we actually have OJ to thank for better and for worse of it, because he's actually the real start of social media, because we didn't pry into our stars' lives until OJ allegedly. And so I just want to say that. What are your responses to that? I got one more, but I want to see what y'all feel about that sentiment.
What you got, AG?
I mean, yeah, after his death the other day, it was a lot of mixed reactions, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the social media community. And based on the reactions, you can kind of tell, you know, which side they were on. You know, I don't want to word it like that, picking sides, but at the end of the day, you know, I mean, man can rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, once it's beyond the grave, you know what I mean? If he did, if he didn't, whatever, you know what I mean? I think you should let that man rest and respect him, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yo, I agree. I'm glad that Cam and Mace was able to show that side of OJ before OJ left Earth, right? Because I think that, you know, we came through we were around the same age group. We came through that era when OJ was in that Bronco being chased, right? And we remember that trial. That stuff was stood out to us. I was in junior high when that happened. So that was the depiction that America had of OJ since that time up until his demise, to his death. And I think Cam and Mace did a phenomenal job by bringing him back to the social media realm. Because like you mentioned, Coop, he is the godfather of social media. You know what I mean? Before social media became social media, OJ was the inception of that. If you really think about it, from an athlete, someone who actually got into entertainment. He was in the Naked Guns, did all the great things. OJ was the one. He was the one. And they kind of made a mockery out of OJ over the years because they chastised and ridiculed him. But that takes nothing away from OJ's legacy. And I'm glad that Cam and Mace did a great job by being able to shed light on that as well.
So here's something that we need to remember. This is somebody that had Barry Sanders, Gale Sayers-like gracefulness, with Earl Campbell, Jim Brown style power. He is still to this day one of the 10 greatest running backs who ever lived, and he's closer to top 5 than he is to back end of the 10. The only guys that I think are better than OJ Simpson as far as like running back, like Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Jim Brown, are the only running backs that I can tell you for certain are better than OJ.
Yep.
The rest of it's up for debate. And also people forget the fact that OJ was actually Magic Johnson before Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan. And think about this. In 1974, we're not even 10 years removed from having Civil Rights Act passed. OJ had over 20 endorsements in 1974.
Yeah.
So he was that dude.
Yeah. He was.
Now, he didn't always rep this community properly, but
no.
We've had that issue long before OJ ever popped up, though.
He's not the first.
Right. I mean, a lot of people don't know this. We had that problem in Black Wall Street. Part of what tore Black Wall Street down before the white people literally burned it down was the fact that one of the brothers wasn't representing right and wanted to spend too much time with the white folks.
Yeah.
So this is a systemic issue that we've had in our community for a long time, long before OJ.